Okay. Yeah, the middle part is back for now. You'll just have to deal with it. It's how my hair naturally goes. Don't come talking to me about some TikTok kids or midlife crisis shit. Not like I'm pyrocynical. That was uncalled for. Hello. I've been sick for a few days. Basically, been just kinda pooping and sleeping, and then right before that I reformatted my computer so I didn't have access to any software that I use to record audio, for example. And then right as I stopped being sick, which is like yesterday, I found that while being sick and not using it, my fucking monitor broke. I'll throw up a clip of that on screen right now. Today I went to the store to buy a new monitor, and I got there, I looked around, I found one I think I like that I can also kind of afford, and then guess fucking what? He's like,
yeah, we don't have it in.
And I'm like, well, can I have the one that's on the shelf? He's like,
no, can't do that. We need that so that the customers who come in knows that they can buy that.
Which is, you know, interesting, seeing how I believe that I am that customer, and it seems like I can't buy it. So when I'm done recording this, I'm going to be ordering that monitor and then having to wait for it for a few days while using my old shitty monitor and absolutely suffering. So that's really cool. But that's not why I'm making this video here today. I essentially wanted to make this video because when I was making the last main channel video, the fingerboarding one, I think I mentioned in the video that at one point I reached out to various fingerboarding brands to see if I could, you know, get a hold of someone who'd like to sponsor the video in some way by maybe sending me a couple of samples of their obstacles or boards or whatever. No like paid collaboration, but more like, hey, you know, it's gonna be essentially free exposure for your company, and I get to have something better than, I guess, little cardboard things. Now, most didn't get back to me, and I'm looking at you, Black River, for commenting on the video once it was out, but still not willing to send me anything. Very uncool. But I mentioned in the video that one brand did get back to me. I did not mention their name in the video, but I will do that now. That brand was Skull Fingerboards. And they were super cool. They got back to me right away and didn't even ask like any follow-up questions. They were just like, oh yeah, sounds sick. We'll send you some stuff. Let me know your address and let us know once the video is out. And I was like, that's sick, yeah. Just make sure to you know, send it as soon as possible, because I'm filming for the video like right now, and it's supposed to come out at the end of about a week and a half away from when we were communicating. So the deadline was a little tight, but not super tight. So they sent me something, and then fucking Brexit shit happened, I guess. So customs were like, we don't know what to do with this because it's not from a European country, and you're supposed to, you know, pay a percentage of the value of the package before we let it enter the country. But there's no value on this because, you know, I hadn't bought anything. I hadn't paid anything for it. It's a gift. So I guess that had them confused. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if Skull Fingerboards sent a new package or if the first package somehow came through, but yesterday, I think, yesterday, I get a package in the mail, and it's from Skull Fingerboards, and I felt really bad because now I did get the thing. I thought the package would just be returned to them, no harm, no foul, wasn't their fault, wasn't my fault, but now I got it, and I feel bad because, you know, I reached out with a very short deadline, and they were cool enough to send me something, and then I didn't even feature it in the video, and I don't want them to feel like, you know, I pulled a fast one on them or something. So that's why I'm making this. I just wanted to like show you what they sent me, and also give a shout out to them and put a link to their shop. And this is not sponsored in that sense. You know, it's not sponsored in a sense that they paid me anything or that I need to make this or whatever, but they did send me some stuff, seemingly with no indication that I even needed to mention them anywhere. Granted, that's what we kind of said, but we didn't sign any contracts or whatever. I don't know. I just want to get that like legal jargon out of the way and underline that I'm like doing this because I feel a little bad and not because I'm contractually obligated or anything. Okay, so I'm gonna put up a picture right here of what I got. I took this with my phone as I opened it, and then I started digging in. And what it essentially was is, well, a bunch of sticker sheets, of course. Like, I'm not gonna take it all out because I just squeezed it into this bag, but come on, let me get one out. Like 4 different packs of grip tape. And then, much to my surprise, 3, I think? Yeah, 3 complete fingerboards, wooden, with decks, trucks, and wheels. And that's bearing wheels, and yeah, I'll just show you. But it's all their original brand. So it's Skull Fingerboards deck, Skull Fingerboards wheels, and Skull Fingerboards trucks. And I've been kind of mixing and matching a little bit here, so I'll explain what I got here. But I guess let's start with these 2. Yeah, here are 2 completes that they sent. Completes meaning that it's, yeah, all the different parts. I looked on their website, and these I think are the same amount of like plies and width and everything. But I think the red one is slightly heavier. I'm wondering if maybe there are more or less plies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This red one is seemingly like a 5 ply. Maybe this pizza design one is actually like a 4 ply. I'm not sure. Either way, very cool. Wheels spinny, really nice. Listen to this. That's a long spin. And then they sent me this, which was just the deck loose, and then they sent a pair of trucks and wheels also loose. So I've been kind of mixing and matching with what I already had. And I guess quick shout out as well to like my main wooden board that I got for the video is I don't know if that's actually in focus or not, but it's a Kalahani board, which is a local skate shop here in Stockholm that I knew about from before because I've gotten actual like cruiser boards from them because they make their own board decks. And now apparently quite recently they've started making fingerboard decks. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I got that. So currently my like main setup here is the Kalahani board with the Skull Fingerboard trucks and actually the Kalahani wheels. The bearings are so much nicer on the Skull Fingerboard wheels, but they were a little hard for my taste. So I opted currently at least to keep the Kalahani wheels and the Kalahani deck. The decks, they feel pretty wide, and the nose and kick are pretty like flat. And I don't have enough experience with fingerboarding to know what that like means, if that's preferable, if that's non-preferable. So as pretty much an outsider to this, what I can say is that I found it very cool just how different these boards actually are. Like if I hold the 2 of these, see if I can manage to do this for the camera, side by side like that, you can see that the Skull fingerboard is kind of shorter and wider, and if you compare them like this as well, you can tell that like the kick is like higher here and this one's a little flatter. Again, I don't know what that means. I think it's, you know, very much like a preference thing. So yeah, all in all, I'm very stoked about this little setup I got going here now, and I just want to, you know, say a big thank you to Skull Fingerboards. I didn't mean for this to become like a review. Those were just my thoughts, and you know, if someone against all odds came here expecting a review, don't take it from me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think they're neat, and that's all I care about. And yes, right, finally they sent me one more little thing that I thought was cool. Oh, actually 2 things. They sent me these they sent me these tiny little shoes that I believe is very much like a novelty thing. I can't imagine that you know, anyone who actually fingerboards uses these. If nothing else, then just because the fact that like when you put them on, you kind of have to, you know, stand from completely above, and when you actually fingerboard, you're kind of like that, right? So it doesn't really make sense. You don't have that much like agility. So I think it's more of like a novelty thing, but that was fun. Originally for my video, I was planning to get shoes like these just to have in like the little intro segment for the skate video. I thought that would look funny if the montage started with that, but I didn't end up going that route. Probably would have if this package had arrived, if it wasn't for fucking customs. And then finally they sent me this, which I thought was really fun, which is like a little block of cheese. I think it's wax that you kind of rub on the edges of like a grind rail or something to make it a little smoother, and you can like rub it on your trucks. Do I have to do like this thing? Yeah, I don't know. I just like it because it's a small cheese, and I like it because it's like a thing that's meant to be bigger, but it isn't. And that's always very fun. Used to have this inside joke because an old friend used to always get birthday presents that were, for some reason, he had like several things that were supposed to be small, but he had them really large. Like these novelty products, you know. He had like a pen that was like this big, then you'd go to get the thing to come out so you could draw with it. And he had a couple of other things as well. So for some reason, we came to the conclusion that his dad specifically thought that things being much larger than you expect is the funniest type of joke. I don't know why I told that anecdote. Again, I've been sick for a few days and I'm a little bit starved of a conversation, I think. Shout out to Skull Fingerboards. Thank you so much for sending that stuff. Sorry that it didn't end up panning out with the video. I hope this little second channel thing makes up for it at least a little bit. Promise I didn't fuck you guys over deliberately in any way. And thank you for watching this extra Jeff video. If this was your first one, you know, I would like to say something along the lines of, this isn't what I usually post on here, but honestly it kinda is. I just post whatever on here, and if I ever try to make this channel a viable, monetizable project, then I think I've failed somewhere down the line. This is just my, you know, this is my garbage. This is where everything goes, and if you enjoy it, cool. If you don't, that's fine. It's just rambles, and maybe a little song here and there, and a little clip, and a little rant, and a little this, and a little that, little this and that, little bit of this, whittle bit of this, whittle bit of that, whittle bit of this, whittle bit of that, and that just... It ain't much more to it, is there? And it ain't that much more to it, is there? The first time Andy Dufresne said two words to me... The first time Andy Dufresne spoke to me... Make him British. The first time that the laddie... The very first time that fine laddie... I was born in the darkness, molded by... The first time Andy Dufresne spoke to me... I was molded by it. No one cared who he was until he dug a tunnel behind a sexy poster. Thanks for watching.